Hey, hello folks, got a special surprise for you tonight. We're going to go ahead and make some Kahlua, homemade Kahlua. That's right. Let's get started. Let me show you how to do this. Pretty simple. It's delicious. All right, folks, I'm going to do a large batch. So I'm starting off with a large stock pot. I put 48 cups of water in there. Yeah, we're going large. You don't have to do that. But I measure everything with 12 cups of water. So I brought the water to a boil. You can use 12 cups if you want to do a single batch. I'm doing 4 batches at once. Bring it to a boil. Then we're going to take some sugar and we're going to mix some sugar in. Getting ready. Okay, so here we go. We've got 48 cups of water boiling. And now we have to add the sugar. Now, if you're a diabetic, you probably don't want to drink this. Now, like I said, you can do 12 cups at a time of water with the sugar mix. But every 12 cups takes about 5 pounds of sugar. Some recipes take a lot more. Now that we have this at a boil, I'm going to be making 4 batches. So I got 48 cups of water boiling. I'm going to do 20 pounds of sugar in it. But you have to do it slowly. You can't just dump it all in because it will cool the water down. It'll stop boiling. So you have to add this in, stir it, let it melt, keep adding a little more. So a long spoon will go a long way to keep your hand out of the steam. That's basically what you need to do. 12 cups of water, 5 pounds of sugar, boil it and get the sugar melted. So it's going to take me a few minutes to get this in. I'm going to go ahead and continue adding the sugar and mixing it so it gets all melted. Morning, folks. We've got our sugar in here and you can see how it's, I don't know what you would call it, it's kind of hazy in there. But we've got the sugar in there, it's boiled. I'm going to shut the temperature off and we're going to add coffee. Now what we're going to do is add instant coffee. And you're going to add, depends on the flavor you want. I usually use 4 ounces for every 12 cups of water. So I'm going to put in 16 cups or 16 ounces of instant coffee. I'm using decaf. We're going to stir that in this hot water. It's not boiling anymore. Don't do it when it's boiling or it'll boil over on you. So you shut the heat off. Once you've got the sugar dissolved, and then we're going to go ahead and put this coffee in there and stir it in. I'm going to go ahead and keep stirring this in, and then we're going to let it cool down. I'm going to put it in my sink and with some cold water, maybe some ice around it, and try to cool it off a little quicker. That's what we're going to do now. Well, here's what I do to speed up the process a little bit. I go ahead and take my pot and I put it in the sink with some cold water. Stir this around, keep adding cold water, and it cools off a little quicker. You cannot put the other ingredients in, like the vanilla or your vodka or your liquor, until it's room temperature. So right now we just basically have really sweet coffee in here. We've boiled the water, dissolved the sugar, and put in some instant coffee. And I'm using decaf because I don't like the caffeine. Okay, it'll be cooled up in a little while, probably another 15-20 minutes. I'll see you when it's ready. Okay, we've got it cooled down now, and we're going to add vanilla to it. And what we do, it's got to be cool. We can't have it hot anymore. Excuse me, I forgot my spoon. We're going to go ahead and just dump in 4 ounces of vanilla. And it's got to be pure vanilla extract. You don't want to use the imitation stuff. And stir that in. Now, the other reason it has to be cool is we're going to go ahead and put in the alcohol. Now you can use vodka if you like, but we're going to use Everclear. And what we're going to be, the volume here is, I'm putting in 1,750 milliliters or 1.75 liters in 24 cups of water. And I'll give you the breakdown later at the end. But if this is hot, all the alcohol will burn off. This particular one has this pour top on it, so it's really slow. But in any case, you pour the vodka or Everclear in there. And basically it's, for every 12 cups of water, you want to put a fifth in. This one here is slightly more than 2/5. I'm doing 24 cups of water in this batch here. So we've got 2/5 in there now with 4 ounces of vanilla, 10 pounds of sugar, 24 cups of water, and voila, that's Kahlua. All right, folks, now we're going to fill the bottles up. This is a standard 750 milliliter bottle. This is half that size, 375. And I'll give you all the measurements and tell you how many bottles the quantities fill up at the end. But basically, I just get a little funnel, put it in the top. I put the funnel over. This is very sticky, so I put the funnel over the pot and then fill up this way. And you'll see when you do this, it is very sticky from all the sugar. I try to pour it in slow. And don't overflow it like I just did. Just in time, the nick of time. Anyway, that's how you do it. That's how you fill up the bottles. I wouldn't go that high and then cork it. You can buy these bottles at any of the breweries, the brewery stores for making wine or for making beer. They're all over the country, very popular now. Just look for brewer outlets, that type of thing. They sell, I like these, they're kind of a taster cork, I think is what they call them. They have these little knobs on the end. This is a plastic version. I like these cork ones, these cork ones better. And they got a little handle, so when you put it in there, you can take it right out. Okay, I'm going to empty this a little bit because I got a little too much in there for the cork, but that's basically how you do it. And at the end of the video, I'll give you all the measurements and everything. Okay, grab your pen and paper, folks. Here's our measurements for our homemade Kahlua recipe. Now this will fill 12 750 milliliter bottles. I get my bottles from a local brewery supply store in my area, and they sell these 750 milliliter bottles in cases of 12. So this will fill that whole case. You bring 28 cups of water to boil. You dissolve in the 10 pounds of sugar while it's boiling. Once the sugar's dissolved, take it off the heat, let it stop boiling before you add the instant coffee. mix in the instant coffee, then you need to cool the entire pot to room temperature. It must be room temperature before you put in the grain alcohol or the vodka. And so once it's at room temperature, put in the vodka, put in the pure vanilla extract. Do not use the imitation. It just doesn't work. Mix it all in, fill up your bottles, and enjoy. And that's it. So good luck. I hope it comes out well for you. And if you like the show, please subscribe, comment, like, and share it with your friends. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching.